And as we start in standing this morning, we're actually just going to relax our arms out to our side, palms facing forward. And you can allow your eyes to close as always. Taking those nice deep breaths, feeling how you're balanced evenly in the bottom of both feet. And you can work to extend those fingers, put a little tension in those fingers, reaching toward the ground. Feeling energized, strong and steady. A couple more slow breaths, again, feeling nice and grounded through the floor. With your next inhale, open your eyes and just extend your arms behind you. So staying tall, just bring your arms back as far back as you can. Fingers still extended. Taking one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, just release those arms back down by your side. We'll inhale, bring your arms halfway up, holding here, fingers still extended. And with your next inhale, reach hands away from each other. So you're reaching out to the sides. Feeling a little more tension maybe through the biceps. As you exhale, just hold your arms here. Feel your arms release, hands coming back in just a little bit. And then with your next inhale, we're going to raise those arms up at a diagonal. Fingers still spread wide. I know my hands are disappearing from the screen. I'm trying to go back where you can see them. And with your next inhale, bring your body into a nice arch, looking up. Feeling empowered, feeling inspired this morning. And then as you inhale, bring those arms all the way up, grabbing one hand with the other. And with your next inhale, once again, come into a standing back bend, adding that arch, looking up. And with your next inhale, stretch and reach those arms overhead, interlace those fingers, rotate those palms away from the top of your head. And as you exhale, drop those arms out in front. With your next inhale, stretch and reach those shoulders and arms forward. Exhale, return back to your starting position. Inhale, stretch and reach again out in front. Exhale, bring those shoulders back. Two more. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, back. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, back. Go ahead and release those arms all the way down. Take 2 breaths, bringing the arms up in front and exhaling down in front. And now bring the arms up on the side. Inhale up, exhaling down 2 times. As your arms come down, chin to your chest, circle right and left. Nice and slow. And after this last circle, bringing your head upright and looking right and left. Last time each way. Then as you come back to center, turning the whole torso right and left, shoulders are relaxed. Soften the knees, arms relaxed. Just controlled twists. One more each way. As you come back to center, arms coming up on the side once again. Bringing the arms just out at that angle where we were earlier. End with soft knees, stretch it over to the side. Good, focusing on where you feel that nice stretch. From here, we're going to twist and rotate chest toward the ground. So again, with those soft knees, arms staying right where they're at. Feel that nice rounded posture to stretch, especially the lower back. Inhale, turning back to the side, coming up nice and tall, this time keeping your back flat and straight, coming forward, bending at those hips. Goal is to bring your body about parallel with the floor. Feel that nice gentle stretch in the hamstrings. And with your next inhale, lift up the body. Exhale over to the side, holding it here. Again, you can soften those knees, feeling that stretch down your side. Stretch and reach. With your next exhale, twist and rotate chest toward the floor. Still stretch and reach. Inhale, turning back on your side, lifting all the way back up. Exhale, forward once again, this time flat back. Reach it forward. Soften those knees if you need more support. You can align your head with your arms. Again, feeling that nice gentle stretch in the hamstrings. From here, as you inhale, we'll come into chair. So just squatting down, lifting up those arms, keeping them right where they're at. With your next exhale, we'll come back into the position we were just in. So extending the legs, keeping the knees soft if you want. Flatten the back. Just think shoulder blades spread wide. Next inhale, back into chair. Inhale, stretch and reach all the way up, extending those legs, circle the arms back, nice and slow. Keeping the arms in by the body, releasing those shoulders. And other direction. As you come around this last time, lift up those arms, crossing one over the other. We'll do a standing knot. So the position we were in on Tuesday. Reaching those fingers to the opposite walls, trying not to shrug your shoulders. Just crossing here. With your next inhale, bring up the lower part of the arms. We'll turn this into eagle. So bottom fingers into the upper palm. Or you're welcome to stay in that standing knot. And let's add the lower body, crossing one leg over the other. Still soften the knees. You can wrap those toes around the back of the front leg. Nice deep breaths in and out. With your next inhale, uncross. Remember which arm is on top as you reach those arms up. Inhaling, exhale, cross the other arm on top, first coming into that standing knot. So reaching those fingertips to the opposite walls, even if you need to inch your arms up on top of each other. Shoulders relaxed. Next inhale, bring the lower part of the arms up, bottom fingertips into the upper palm, holding it here. And when ready, crossing the other leg over. And if you're ready, wrap those toes around the front leg. Good. Next inhale, unwind everything, reach those arms up. Exhale, staying tall, dropping those arms down. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, back down into your chair. Always noticing where you want your feet. So you can be more narrow or you can be a little further apart. So from here, we'll come into a twist. So you can bring those palms together and then just bring one elbow to your knee. You can come toward the knee or come all the way down. And if you can come slightly above that knee, you can always push into that leg gently, pushing palms together to line that elbow up above the other elbow. And look up toward the high elbow. And with your next inhale, stretch and reach those arms up. Exhale, twisting to the other side. You can always come out of this low squat position anytime you need. And again, elbow above the knee, pushing palms together, trying to line up elbow over elbow, looking up high. And feeling that good stretch. Inhale, stretch and release everything, coming up nice and tall. Bring the hands shoulder width apart. Exhale down once again, flat back, body parallel with the ground. And with your next exhale, bring it all the way forward, forward fold. Holding it there. Grab your opposite elbow if you want. Feel that low back stretch, hamstring stretch. Shake your neck out. And with your inhale, releasing those arms, slowly rolling up. Arms can stay by your side as you come up. Once you're up nice and tall, alternate lifting the heels and the toes. Warm up the ankles. Move on to some more standing balances. Good, so have a chair or something handy nearby if you want as we come into some warrior poses. Good, last one each way. So first we'll start by coming into a crescent lunge. So soften the knees. And then making sure we have enough room behind us. Stepping back onto the ball of your foot and then reach those arms up. So once you're here, focus on your form, staying nice and tall, trying to keep that back leg extended to stretch that hip flexor right here. You can sink down into more of a front knee bend, maybe inch your feet forward a little bit. Staying here, exhale, arms down by the side. And we'll add a little twist to that front, to the side of the front leg. Holding here. As you inhale, coming back, arms out to the side. Reach those arms back up. Then as you exhale, drop the arm of the leg that's back, reaching back behind that knee, and extend and reach up. You can look up for a little more balance challenge. And now just rotating that back foot so you come on the bottom of that foot with your toes angled slightly forward. Reach that arm back up, warrior one. And again, anytime you need to release this, extend that front knee, or you can bring both legs together for a few marching steps. On your exhale, warrior two, open up to the side where the back leg is. Focus on that hip flexor stretch again. Sinking down, knee over the heel. With your next inhale, reach back once again. With a little more base of support this time. We started challenging now. This should be a little easier. As you exhale, forearm comes to that front knee, reach over your head. Feel that stretch on your side. Next, exhale, just extend both arms out to the side, staying over that front leg. And you can stay here. You can always come off of that back foot for your airplane or warrior three. And you can bring arms alongside your body if you want, or out in front. Or you can just keep them right out to the side. Feel that front leg hamstring stretch. As you exhale, we're going to reach all the way back and come down into low lunge, ball of that back foot, dropping the knee. And then just stay here.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't see. I'm going to have to leave. I can't see anything.
Can you see me now, or is it just when you move your phone?
Well, it's just so small. I'll have to figure out my computer. I'll come back on Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt. I'll just leave now. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you. Taking that front leg and then just coming into pigeon here. So just coming to the side of the leg. And again, you can always bring your body over that leg. And then as you inhale, lift your body if you were forward. And see if you can hold your body upright and either keep your fingertips down or see if you can bring your arms out for a little balance. So your whole body is working to stretch that outer hip. And if you want, you can even bring your arms lifted. And then as you exhale, bring it back down. We're going to tuck the back toes and bring the front leg back into downward dog. Pedal out those heels. And then hold the heels down. Shake your head out once again. And then with your next inhale, lift the leg that was just forward. Exhale down. Next inhale, lift the other leg. We're gonna bend that knee, step all the way through, and then work your way to come back upright, staying on the ball of that back foot into your crescent lunge here. And now help me remember all that we just did on the other side so we don't leave anything out. So lining up again, toes forward. Body nice and tall in between, right above those hips. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, extend those arms out to the side. Inhale here. Then as you exhale, we'll twist toward that front leg. Inhale, back to center, arms coming out to the side. One exhale. Next inhale, reach those arms up. As you exhale, drop the arm down of the leg that's extended back, reaching behind that knee and extending, reaching up. You can look up. Next inhale, raising both arms up again, rotating that back foot to come down onto the bottom of it for your warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Just rotating that body, double checking your leg position, shoulders relaxed. Next inhale, reach behind that knee, stretch up tall. And exhale, forearm above that knee, stretch and reach over your head. And then as you exhale, bring both arms out to the side. And stay here for your airplane or come forward. You can lift that back leg and change those arms if you want, next to your body or reaching out in front. And As you exhale, come all the way down into low lunge, finding the mat with that back foot. Hands on each side of your foot. Hang out here for a few breaths. Next, inhale, release your body from that forward position just enough to bring the outside of that lower leg back down to the mat. And again, you can bring your body over that leg. Next, inhale, lift your head and chest. We'll come up tall, again, just staying on those fingertips. Or if you can, just try bringing your arms out to the side. Or lift it all the way up. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck your back toes, stepping back into downward dog. As you exhale, go ahead and just drop down onto your knees. You can walk your hands back, so just make sure you have whatever you need for your knees. Shake out those wrists or bring the fingers forward and back. And then when ready, come back into downward dog, and we're going to alternate downward dog and coming down to our knees. So just to show you what I mean, from downward dog, then just tap down onto your knees, keep your weight in your hands, downward dog, tap down on your knees. As you push back, head between the arms, heels aiming toward the floor. A few more. Hitting all those joints. And then let's end up on your hands and knees in the all fours position. Once you're here, alternate opposite arm and leg, stretching and reaching out. Good. Every movement counts, so reach those fingertips and toes to the opposite walls. Feel that in your lower back. One more each way. Now let's do same side balance. So you're going to start with one arm raised. Excuse me, shift your weight over to the opposite side. Extend your leg out behind you, curling your toes under. And then when ready, pushing into your hand and knee, slowly lift. You want to try to stay with chest facing down to the mat. And deep breaths. One more inhale here. As you exhale, lower your hand and knee down. Shake those hips out. Inhale, exhale here. And the other side. So when you're ready, reaching that hand out, shifting over. Extending your leg, curling your toes. And then when ready, as you push into your hand and knee, slowly lift that leg. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, lower down, bring the hips right and left. Good. We're going to try that one more time each side because it's fun. But this time you'll have an option to try to reach back and either grab your foot or just bring your arm by your side with your leg bent. So let's set up the same way we did. Reach your arm out, shift over, extend your back leg, lift it when you're ready. And then go ahead and just reach your arm back, bend your leg, and again you can try to reach for your foot to pull it in. Do a quad stretch. or just hold your arm back by your side. If that doesn't feel balanced, just keep your arm extended out in front. If you have your foot, try to push your foot into your hand for a half bow. Getting a nice stretch in the hip flexor. Take one more inhale and lift. And as you exhale, release, lowering down and shaking the hips out. Take a deep breath in and out here. And we'll try the other side one more time. Reaching out, shifting over, coming onto the ball of that back foot, curling those toes. And when ready, lift, bend, reach back, or reach back and then bend. See if you can grab your foot. Pull it in first, heel toward your glute. And then pushing foot into your hand. Try to lift. One more inhale, lifting higher. On your exhale, release, lower down. And then bring those hips right, left. Holding your hips still, flip over one hand so the back of your hand comes to the mat, fingers facing back toward your knees. For a gentle stretch in that wrist and forearm. And then go ahead and flip it back over. Shift your weight to that palm. Same thing other side, just flipping that hand, back of the hand to the mat, extending the arm, just for a little stretch of that forearm and wrist for a moment. And then with your next inhale, coming back onto your palm. And then we'll go through cat-cow here. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. One more. Inhaling back into flat back, tucking those toes, lifting back up into downward dog. And exhale back down onto those knees. We'll come back up again, but when we do, we'll alternate downward dog and plank. Downward dog and plank. So with your next inhale, go ahead and lift back up. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plank. That can always be dropping down to your knees to modify, or just holding one of these two positions. One more. Again, so good for all of our joints. And as you come down, we'll come to a seated position. Crossing your legs if that feels comfortable for you this morning, with hands to your knees. So when you're ready, upper body circles around. Good. And the other way. Finishing this last one. And when you come up nice and tall, bring your hands behind you, fingers facing away from you, and then bend your legs so that your feet are a little more than hip width apart. You can work your way toward the width of your mat with those feet actually. Then we'll do our little mobility exercises, bringing your knee to the bottom of your other foot. So make sure you have enough room to come all the way down with the lower part of that leg. and legs coming to the side. Then we lift up and over. So your goal is to try to bring your knee all the way down to the mat. And then just take it back and forth, feeling that stretch through the hips. And also bringing your other knee down too. Now let's hold it over to one side. You're going to take both hands on each side of your knee on one side, and then just lower your body down to feel that outer hip stretch as low as you want to come. Maybe you feel it just right here, and that's fine, just stay here. Otherwise you can bring your body lower, hold it here, and even come to your forearms if you want. With your next inhale, lift your body up. Bring both hands behind you once again so you can lift and sway those knees over to the other side. And bring a hand on each side of that knee here. Coming down for a deeper stretch if you need. And even coming all the way to the forearms. Next inhale, coming back to your hands if you were on your forearms, swinging that arm back behind you, and then lifting those knees, bringing feet together, and then let's go ahead and roll it on down. Once you're down, bring your hands behind your head, and let's lift those feet off the ground, knees about 90 degrees, and alternate tapping those feet down. Head can be lifted, chin toward your chest, or you can lay all the way down. You should still feel this in your abdominals. You can point your toes or just relax your toes. And now holding your legs still, crunches toward your legs, or modify with your feet down. Elbows stay wide, head is heavy in your hands. If your legs are up, go ahead and bring your feet down, finishing your last crunch here. Take a deep breath in and out. And now inhale, extending those legs up. Arms come by your side. Hold it here. The supine staff pose, feeling again that nice little gentle stretch in the hamstrings with legs extended. And then like before, alternate one leg down and up. This time they're straight, but modify going back to bent knee if that's better. Very good. Tapping down. Once again, you can have your head lifted or you can rest all the way down. One more each side. And then holding those legs up, finishing with crunches, hands behind your head once again. And then we're done. Two more. Last one. Soften the knees as you come down. Come into bound angle, bottom of your feet together, relaxing these out to the side. And then you can just extend your arms next to your body. So take a couple breaths here, and then you can transition into the relaxation position of your choice, or you can stay here for a little bit longer. Good, so getting nice and comfy. did a great job.